Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing kind of like an art tutorial thing. And if my other video doesn't make it to the internet, because I just made this right after, Cheeto, she passed away sadly, very, very sadly. She passed, and she's in a better place now though, out of her misery, and we did some major remodeling to the cage. Dehumidifier is what that is. Yeah, but everything's much better and much different, and hopefully we won't make the same mistake with Strippus, who is currently sleeping, like usual during the day. So today I'm going to show you how to do this kind of head for your animals, or your kind of like anthropomorphic animals that you want to draw. So let's start with a piece of paper. I'm going to set you guys down for 1 second, but stay tuned because I need to rip out this paper. Okie dokie, we're back. I ripped out a piece of paper for us to work with. And so, it's going to be really hard to do this, but first up, you're going to take it, you're going to start near the top or near the back, and you're going to just decide on how big you want the head. Like right now I'm going to make it small, and you're going to start with that. Erase any little marks on the outside, and you got your start. So you're just going to bring it a bit more around now. And see, you're going to do little mess ups like this. That's fine. The finished product will look great because we're going to fix those mess ups. Oop, I have it. But you can see right there, that's a mess up, but I can fix that later. We're going to bring it down, and now make the front part here a little bit more flat than the back, and we're going to leave it right there. Now, right now it looks weird, but then you're going to bring the bottom up to about there, and now this is the fun part. You're going to bring, sorry, it keeps going out of focus. This isn't a good camera, it's just my phone camera. And you see that? That's what you should look like now. And now I'm going to draw a segment. It's not going to be super detailed. And you're going to just go down from the bottom, just outwards like that. Curve it up. And make a little definition like that. And you're going to bring it back up and out like that. And that's what it should look like right now. And now this is going to be more of a dog. And you're just going to, just put a little dot in the end, and you have a nose. And then, of course, if you're satisfied with it, connect the two lines. And you say, look, this looks a little bit too long here. So what I'm going to do is clean up edges. And erase some bits, and you got it. There's his mouth. Now this is actually it from kind of far away. And so then you're going to come in here with about, you'd be surprised, you kind of have it a bit low, like that. Make a mark so you know where to put your mouth, and then simply do whatever kind of mouth you, your little artist heart desires. And then, next, let me just erase this bit here and kind of make it less defined. That's, a thing that's really, that looks kind of as an effect to your drawing. But now, the eyes. My worst enemy. So, you're going to start about here. Now, if you have difficulty doing eyes, I recommend this. Very, very gently drawing a line across the face, and then drawing one up kind of high, and drawing one right below about how big you want the eyes. And those guidelines but they're majorly gonna help. And see, you're just gonna draw kind of this. And then over here, you're gonna make the same thing, slightly lower, and more like this. And now, depending on what kind of eyebrows you want, make them certain thickness. And then we're gonna go whoop-de-boop, whoop-de-boop, and then connect the sides, do a definition for the pupil, finish up this one. There we go. And now that we're done with the guidelines, very lightly rub over them, and they'll go right away. Now these will be, if there are still a tiny bit of marking left over, that'll get covered up by the rest of the drawing later. Clean up the lines, shade in the eyes however much you want with anything you want, and add some eyebrows if you want, like more eyebrows, because I like doing that. And now blush. If you want to add any blush, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But since I'm going to add blush, I'm going to get my red pencil out and ready, even though I'm not doing it yet. And I usually use this deep red Rose Art pencil, the Ruby Rose Art. And it's really good for making like shadings. But now for the ears. You're just going to find a spot kind of below. You see how this kind of loops up? You're going to make it like that, but you're going to start at kind of a curve, kind of like that. You're going to go up. Depending on what kind of animal you want it, you're going to make the ears however pointy you want. Around kind of a bumpish thing right there and right there. Your front ear is done. Now you're going to take this part and erase that line and define the edges. Like that. And then this is where you, if this is not necessary, but if you do want to give it more of a 3D vibe, you're going to start right up here near the top. You see that? And you're going to come on down lightly. And that's a bit too straight for it to be art. No, not for it to be art. That's a bit too straight for my taste. But you can keep that if you want. And you're gonna, ew. Snarled just went live. Yeah, shout out to Snarled. I really love their horror stories. And you can just add like a bit of definition there. And like that. And there we go. Add some definition. Darken in the ears. Very lightly shade the sliver in the back. And you have the first ear. Beautiful. Okay, next up, the second ear. Sorry for this such shaky video. But instead of doing it like the other one, you're going to add the same kind of thing. Depending on how much your character's head is turned, you're going to do this and go up and around and around and around and back down. I think that's a bit too skinny, but yeah, you get the principle, don't you? And you do that. It doesn't look the best because I have to hold the camera while doing it, but I think I did decent. And you're just gonna do some definition right there. Shade that. And then add in the inner ear. And shade that. Add in some extra things. Now for blush. So I like to simply, first off, to add kind of like a matte, I do this. I take right below the eye and I kind of do some scribble like this, kind of branching out of it and going pretty far down like that. I'm going to come on with my red colored pencil, depending on how blushing you want it to be. And you're just going to carefully skim over it. And however red you want it to be is up to you. And then you have a blush. And now, I just like to add a little bit under the other eye. And then, if you want to, you can add a bridge blush, which just goes across like where the bridge of the a nose would be. So it starts up right about here. You're gonna add a little mark, and then wherever you want it to end, usually about here. And you're gonna start up here, kind of like a long line, and slowly going down and back up, kind of making like an hourglass shape. And then if you don't want that to be so pinky, add just some gray up in there and blush. It's not good at all because I'm rushing this, but if I had some more time, it would look something more like this. I didn't give this guy a lot of blush, but I gave this guy quite a bit. But as you can see, here's a good example of blush. And then, okay. And remember, you don't have to exactly follow this. If you want to add some other like features to your character, you can. You can add any features to your own character that you want. It's all, I just dropped my Beta's food, my brush, and my other Beta's food. And you can add anything and name your character and give it a body. And I might actually do a body tutorial next. But that was how to do it. It doesn't look good. There are many imperfections and parts where it's uneven. But other than that, I think it's a good representation on how to do everything. Well, thank you guys for watching. And here's some of my art. And tune in next time for some more wonderful content. And, okay, if you're still at the end, I'm going to do another video for this, but I need you guys, sorry. I'm going to need you guys to help me with something. So, since my new channel name is Little Gecko Cakes, I'm going to need you guys' help to come up with a new intro. So, you know how a lot of other YouTubers have names for their subscribers? And and I want to see if you guys have any good ideas on like what the best idea for a name kind of like that for you guys would be. So try to come up with something creative. Don't be afraid to like step outside the box with your names. And the person who chooses the name that I like the most, I will 1, make the name, and 2, they'll get a shout out. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys made it to the end. I hope you guys like this video. So, drop a like and subscribe. Thank you.